All right, so video number 2. First exciting thing is today, it was so cold. I didn't go to Quidditch practice today, which is part of thing the second. So I got home, it's just too cold and it's rainy and it's icy and I don't like. Um, and did I tell you about my exciting electric blanket? I don't know if I did, but at the clothing swap I went to, I got an electric blanket that is I got in Korea by way of Israel because the tag is in Hebrew. My Israeli electrical blanket, whatever, plug-in heat blanket. And it is awesome. I just started using it today, and right now my bed is so toasty warm. I am all the excited. All the excited. Okay, so thing the second is super cute. It's been raining a lot recently, especially on Wednesdays, which is kind of weird, but has meant that several times Quidditch practice has been either up in the air or been canceled. So they were talking on Kakao. I should have seen this coming. I started a Korean Quidditch team, and my entire team, like, they discuss everything on Kakao Talk in Korean, which means until somebody decides to translate, Pei, the German, and I have absolutely no idea what's happening. Just no clue. Like, we can put things in Google Translate, but it's not very effective. Sometimes I just hand the phone to my co-teacher, J teacher, and I'm like, what is happening here? Anyway, so Pei's mom is Korean. So Pei, a Korean woman, haven't met her yet, moved to Germany. She studied German, moved to Germany, married a German guy, had some kids, had a kid, who is half Korean, half German, and speaks only German, but is now in Korea learning Korean. Pei. Her mom is here for a month, visiting and doing some other stuff. So they were having a chat on Kakao maybe Monday or so, and there's Korean, and I figured I'd ignore it, and then Pei said, I had exactly the same idea in English. She said something like, I had exactly the same idea, blah, blah, blah. And I messaged her, I was like, wow, she said, my mom's reading it for me. I was like, cheating, good. So she translated for me. It turns out they were thinking about having practice on Thursday because it was going to be raining on Wednesday, which, surprise, raining. And I said, that's good. Then I said something stupid, like, then I don't have to think about it's good because then I don't have to pretend that I had anywhere to be for Thanksgiving or whatever, which clearly, I'm not emotionally bothered by that at all. I do, however, think it's funny that of the 5 foreigners who work at my school, the 2 Americans aren't doing anything on Thursday, and the 3 non-Americans are. They've been invited by other people to do Thanksgiving places. I think it's hysterical. So I said something like that, and Pei was like, don't you like Thanksgiving? I was like, yeah, I do. I do. It's a family holiday, and I have a lack of family, so I'm going to play Quidditch instead, because Quidditch is awesome. So at the same time that we're having this conversation, I was also chatting with, I was also in the chat window with the team, and they're messaging more, and so Pei posted something in German, which I immediately copied and took to Google Translate to see what it said. The conversation we had been having was like, they were like, Pei, either Google Translate got better or you learned Korean right quick. So I translated it, and she posted something in Korean and then wrote under that in English, for Tamar, my mom says hello to the team and wants to make sure I remember you're human, or I'm not making you guys run too much or whatever. I translated what Pei had said in Korean before I read that, and it turns out, I think, that they're planning on surprising me with a Thanksgiving-themed dinner or something after practice tomorrow, which is super cute. And then, so, Che, anthropology project guy, posted in English, Thanksgiving Day. That sounds like, I really like Pei's idea. And Pei replied in Korean, which I copied and translated, and it was like, do you know the meaning of the word surprise? And Shay was like, in English. She said, I don't know the word in English, or I don't know the word in Korean. And we're like, fucking, really? So I thought that was funny. So, you know how sometimes small children plan a surprise for you and you have to pretend you're surprised? I'm doing that tomorrow, and it's gonna be adorable because my team are so cute. They're so lovely. I'm gonna try to make a video for you tomorrow. With my team, so you can meet them because they're awesome. You won't remember their names. I only mostly remember their names because the ones that have anglicized names I have managed, or the ones who have given us nicknames to call them, I have managed. And then the ones that have Korean names, it's just like, I don't even know. Some of them, they share syllables, and some of them have that syllable as a first syllable, and some have that syllable as a second syllable, and I'm like, I just don't know. There's like Soo Young and Young Jin, and like, who knows? But yeah, so tomorrow's going to be pretty awesome. And tomorrow in cooking class, we get to make kimchi. And I'm kind of both excited and super not, because $10 has at least one kid who has chili pepper paste on their hands rubs their eye. It's gonna happen. I will report back. Enjoy your Wednesday. I hope it's not too stressful. Love you.